Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Talk That Tech, the
Number one tech morning show in the world. Good morning.
good morning. So glad you could rock with us on this special Thanksgiving edition of Talk That Tech. Man, this has been our second or third Thanksgiving um as a
Something
as
like
a,
that.
as a show.
Something like that, bro. Something like that.
Man, time is
Yeah,
time is flying by. But we're glad that you're rocking with us. If you are off the entire week, congratulations. You
I
probably
know,
are
right?
sleeping in today.
A
But
little
if you are
envious. A little envious.
Yeah, I know, right? But if you are not, man, listen, we are your morning cup of coffee. So we want you to definitely rock with us, wake up. And if you don't remember, we have a couple of housekeeping things before we dive right in. So first things first, if you have not already, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We love to hear from you. This is a call-in show as well. So I want to make sure I drop that at the bottom here for y'all so y'all can
Yep,
see it.
yep.
uh, and so let me pull it up right here if you have not seen it, but I did drop the link already. You could click here to call into the show, and literally you could call in the show and chat with us about any topic that we talk about, or something else you want to bring up that kind of aligns, because we want to hear from y'all. So definitely let us know what's going on. In fact, I do have something I want to share with y'all, but before we do, let's do our normal questions, bro. How was your weekend?
The weekend was solid, bro. Not too much going on. So Saturday, was at home pretty much all day. I went to my parents' house because they were wanting the baby. They had my nephew, and so they're like, "Hey, bring her over." And I did that with the quickness. I'm like, "All right, I'll be over there as soon as she wakes up from the nap," and that's exactly what I did. After that, came back, did some work, and then that was pretty much it. Came and got her, and watched a little bit of a game with them, and that was it. There Sunday, went to church. After church, came back and stayed at the house. So that was pretty much my weekend, man. Not too much going on. But how was yours?
No, it was good. It was good. But before I get there, we got OTTO in the building.
What's
Peace and
happening?
blessings. Good to see you, family. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning. Hope you're doing well. You might want to call into this one.
Yep,
Uh,
yep.
so we got basically I was just recording some content, trying to get some content up this weekend. My other show, my other channel, Techniques Tips, which I took a hiatus from, but if y'all hearing it here first, I'm trying to do some content and get back on there. So you'll see me very soon. Definitely talking more about my life and other things as well. And then we'll have an AIA ask me anything. Uh, AMA, excuse me, ask me anything. And the other one is not the right one. so so that's coming up too. But anyway, I did that. I had actually went to a Friendsgiving as well. It was a lot of food, but it was a good time. And that was pretty much it. And then also Sunday, took some time to pack boxes for people in the neighborhood that might be in need for Thanksgiving. So set up some boxes, put some dried goods in there. We got the turkey on lock, ready to give out this week as well. So excited to be a part of that initiative and doing stuff like that in the community. If y'all doing anything in your community for Thanksgiving, let me know. Put it in the comment section in the chat here. We want to hear if you are doing something cool and highlight it. And just so y'all know, just like Operation Tech Takeover is highlighted right here, if you do comment on the show, we will give you a shout out towards the end. All right. So definitely want to make sure that we let you know. Now, also, just for full transparency, I do gotta leave a little early, which is not normal for me. So I just wanted to let your audience know that I do gotta hop, but I will be here to talk about this first segment. Before we do dive into that segment, real quickly, if you are on the chat, we do got a morning question that we wanted to ask you.
Hmm.
And this is something I put up actually earlier in the comments section, and it's basically this: what is one holiday dish you used to hate as a kid but love as an adult?
Mm, that's a hard one for me.
I got mine, and most people probably will be mad at me for it, but I'll say it, and I'll say it out loud. Stuffing. I did not like stuffing as a kid. You used to do
Hmm.
stuff first. I was like, what is this? The first one I had was super salty. It did not. I'm like, why do people eat this? But I had different ones. When I got older, I got different types, and I was like, oh, this is different. And so I was like, okay, I could rock with this now. But back in the day, I was like, please skip my plate with that.
Nah, man. I've always like. Well, I don't know. I'm from Texas. I think it's the same. We call it dressing. Is that the same? Dressing,
Yes,
is that the same as stuffing?
yes.
All right, cool. Yeah. No, I've always loved dressing. So I don't know. And I still don't like cranberry sauce
Oh,
or Ghibli gravy, whatever you call it. I don't like the name, so I never tried it. Uh, I haven't had anything that changed over time that I went from, um, not liking to liking. But it's some
Mm.
stuff I don't like. That's for sure.
Oh man. Oh man. Well, listen, y'all. Let us know in the comment section if there is one thing that you're like, man, if they don't ever make this for me on Thanksgiving, I really didn't mind. But now that I'm older, like, listen, this actually rocks. I rock with this. So let us know in the comment section if you have anything like that. And like I
I
said
do want to
before,
know.
yeah, we want to know. Or you could call into the show and let us know. But listen, y'all, if y'all do not have anything, we'll definitely go into the next section. If you do not have anything to share about that. So let us rock with what we got right now. So quick question, y'all. How many people are planning to go Black Friday shopping? If you are, you might want to take a pause and listen to what's going on in regards to how some people are approaching it this year. So that's one thing we're going to talk about, and we're going to dive into other topics as well. But yeah, the shoppers are using AI for Black Friday deals, a double-edged sword for small businesses. And I wanted to dive into this because I know y'all are gearing up for it. It's a little different nowadays. It ain't going crazy like it used to go back in the day, but it's definitely going crazy. What up, Vortex? We got Vortex in the building. You are
What's
going to get a
happening?
shout out as well at the end of the show. Thank you for commenting, Vortex. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already to the show, so you won't miss upcoming events and other things that we're going to be talking about. So yeah, definitely at Vortex, you came right on time because we were talking about this topic here: shoppers using AI Black Friday deals, and why is a double-edged sword for small businesses. So as we know, Black Friday has been crazy in the past. People have been running amok. People got injured. We know how it used to be back in the day, but it's changed for a while. And
Yeah.
2025 is going to look. We talked about that a couple years ago. Very different. NC workers in the building. Morning. So glad that you stopped by as well.
What's up?
We appreciate you. Absolutely appreciate you. So what's happening is now millions of shoppers are now using AI, which we know, no surprise here, to help them find best deals. But this new trend is actually hurting small businesses who are struggling to get noticed in an AI-driven shopping world. And what I mean by that is that most people than ever are using AI to basically do a couple things. And I'm going to break it down statistically wise first. So 51% of Americans plan to use AI tools like ChatGPT, Google, or Gemini. They plan to use these things to compare prices and do other things. So I mean, it makes sense. We've seen it before, right?
Yep.
81% of Black Friday shoppers say they use AI to help with holiday shopping now. And AI helped drive about $60 billion in sales during Cyber Week, which is a lot. So the traffic to online stores from AI chatbots, that was up four. I'm gonna say this out loud, 4,700% in a year. So that 2024 to now, like it's that much has been involved right there. Huge market if you're looking to get into that business. And over 60% of shoppers are now start product research with AI, not Google search. So with that being said, Amazon's assistant Rufus also is driving people to Amazon. Google Shopping is now getting traffic is more than before. And some platforms have AI agents that do the whole shopping process without you touching anything. So imagine that now that AI is doing a lot of the shopping for people, what is happening right now? What we're seeing is that big retailers like Amazon and Walmart are the ones that are benefiting from it
Yep.
because customers are relying heavily on the AI assistants to do it. And what the AI assistants are doing, they're basically using lots of data, strong SEO, and big market budgets. And I know this is gonna be right up your alley, bro. So I can't wait for you to talk about this. But so they and so they because these AI agents are trained on that data, right? For major brands. So what that is doing right now is making it difficult for small stores, small businesses to capitalize on the most important season of their year, right? So, and then just to kind of add to it, every big tech company has its own way of feeding product data to the AI. So, OpenAI and Anthropic use one system, Google uses another, and so does Amazon. And for small businesses trying to kind of match this and get their items out there, or their product, or at least a product catalog, it's complicated, it's expensive, it's time consuming, and often not even guaranteed to work for them. So this is something that just to keep in mind. If you want a person that said, "Hey, I like to support small businesses," this is something to keep in mind as you utilizing AI, or if you are utilizing AI to get it done. So they know it's important, but they feel overwhelmed or they feel shut out of the process. That other challenges, like I mentioned, that some of them don't have the technical know-how. These small business owners, they have been bombarded with too many AI tools, and the fear of breaking their website or checkout system is huge for them. So they also are worried that AI removes a personal handcrafted touch that they're trying to establish with their customer base. So it basically, just to kind of narrow it down in regards to everything that's being said here, um, it's AI is so useful for big retailers because it goes through inventory, helps with pricing, product descriptions, and promotions. Um, but it gives AI companies control over what customers sees. So if somebody has a partnership with an AI company that's helping with them with this, they really have to negotiate in that partnership to make sure that the items that are being placed are the ones they want to be placed as well. And so this is all the challenges that the small retailers have to face in this time. And I really want to get your opinion on this because uh, do you normally shop at small retailers? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I just go for what I can get. Most of the time, it's been at Amazon. Back in the day, it was Best Buy, especially for like electronics and video games. So, when I get your thoughts on this, I'm gonna pause here because there's a lot more stuff to the article, but I want to really pause to get everybody's thoughts on that, especially yours, because I know this is up your wheelhouse.
No, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how we just times have changed because like you were just saying at the very end there, like I remember I went to like one actual like Black Friday. Hey, we're gonna be out there. It's a little cold, got the jackets on, we waiting in line. Only did that once. One time, man, and I was at Best Buy, right? Outside of that, bro, um, the closest the closest thing I've gotten to that was when I used to wait for the Jordan releases. All right, and I haven't done that in probably 14 plus 15 years. Okay, so yeah, I would say that is a piece there. But as far as this specific piece, or how now it's changed and now gone to the tech side, yeah, it's so much easier to find these deals, man. I don't know if you've ever used Perplexity Comment. Have you
Comment?
used that one yet? Yeah,
Not
not
yet.
yet.
No.
Listen, when it comes to finding deals,
Mm.
like I'm talking about, you click the sidebar, you open it, right?
Yeah.
And then you just tell it, hey, find a coupon code for this.
Mm.
And it's doing it real time, and it's gonna find the coupon code for whatever website you're on, and then the best one at that. So the
Wow.
best real time, the best real time coupon code that they have, yo, you put it in and it works every time. I'm talking about slam dunk, man. I
Yeah.
I
El
legit.
Nick says the exact same thing. He's like, tell him.
Oh yeah, bro. If he's used Comet, he knows, man. That thing is crazy, dude.
Mm.
So I will say, man, if they not using that for Black Friday deals, they're missing out. They're missing out. As far as all the other ones, I don't know. I haven't used. I mean, I've used some in the past, but I feel like even though it's real, it's already on the screen with comments. So it's right there on the side tab. You
Yeah.
can copy it, paste it right in, and get that discount. I'm talking about the biggest ones, man. Maybe some that they forgot about. I don't even know. It's probably looking at the back end
Mm.
JSON code of the website. I have no clue. I ain't saying too much. Y'all lucky y'all got that one out of it. I don't want them to stop. I don't want them to stop. But yeah, you can find the best deals for there for sure. So I believe this when it says that it's changed the game AI has changed the game when it comes to Black Friday shopping, because you won't catch me outside at no point in time I need my life. I don't feel like I have to lose my life over anything electronic, a gadget, or whatever it is that I will be trying to get out there, where these people are bum rushing into the store and all. You can miss me with that. I
Yeah.
will, if I can't get it online, forget it. So yeah, man. But for sure, I can't wait to see the numbers of this, like what AI has done and what it will do for the stores and the businesses that do have it set up. It is interesting that you mentioned that some of these companies they don't bother to set it up because of, they're scared that they're going to break the site or break
Yeah.
something in the back end. There are for sure tools out there right now that make Black Friday easier or make these deals easier. So I just feel like they're missing out, and
Yeah.
that does go to show there are businesses and companies that, if you understand how to do this stuff and you can bring up and you can, you know, show them, then that's, again, remember we talk about like maybe starting things and doing things outside of your job just in case. If you understand that piece and understand that side, then you could easily go to, I mean, there's probably a couple dozen local businesses right around where you live, and you can
Yeah.
walk down there and see, hey, are y'all doing anything for Black Friday online?
Mm.
No? Listen, I know exactly how to do it. Let's make something happen, because I want to see you win like all these other businesses. And then what you do, don't forget, maybe you get the upfront payment, but get the back end deal as well. So get
Mm.
that equity piece, right? Hey, 10% of all sales that come in online, easy to track. Next thing you
Mm.
know, man, you just lit it up for Christmas or something, or who knows? Never know. If it's the right store, it might
Mhm.
run up something. So
Yeah.
yeah, so there's that piece as well. But yeah, I think this is an interesting piece, man, and we'll see when all the numbers come out what AI has either done, either good or bad, for these businesses. But I'm telling you, man, Comet, if y'all aren't on Comet, man, you're missing. You're missing.
Yeah. No, I as you were talking, I'm gonna pull up something that uh Elevate to the Unknown said.
Ah,
But really quickly before I even jump on that, because I think it's really good.
I
You
just
just made
looked.
a really good point. I have to just acknowledge that, because we're thinking Black Friday, but Black Friday really is a ceremonial start to like this Christmas shopping bonanza that we experience every year. So let's say that you talk to a small business and for whatever reason they can't get things up and running by Black Friday. They still have Cyber Mondays. They still have the Christmas and the holiday shopping going on. So
Yep.
you could still take advantage of that, and not take advantage of them, but the situation in regards to letting them, equipping them, and helping them out. Especially if we have those skill sets. But I want to go to this comment from Elevate to the Unknown, because I think it's for those who don't use comment like myself yet. I think it's a really good point. He said, "Comment will automate anything that joint be replying to my YouTube comments."
I
Like
didn't know that.
literally,
I did
yeah.
not know that. Oh, it's over. It's
That, but
over.
so we talked a couple of things right there. That taking that first of all, the code that you're talking about, that's took out honey. You know, you gotta pay
Oh,
for honey no more.
and it took out honey old scamming butts. It took them out for sure.
It is. It is also going to be taking out other automated systems there. So it's amazing how powerful. Because before we talk about perplexity, just think about research. Now you're talking about this thing like doing a bunch of other stuff for you, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah, my bad if y'all heard that. It's storming like crazy here in DFW. So it's a huge lightning or lightning strike and thunder. But yeah, no, I agree with you, bro. It's gonna take it out.
Yeah, no, it is very interesting, and that's the thing about AI. It's evolving so much, so we don't even know what 2026 is going to look like for shoppers. Right now, we're talking about, like, if you missed it from the earlier conversation, we talked about AI agents shopping for people where they literally don't have to do anything. They just literally just say, "Hey, I want to get X, Y, and Z. Here's my credit card. Have fun," and it literally will provide exactly or close to what they
Now,
want.
now you can, but I will beware. Now, sometimes I don't know if they fixed it, but maybe it wasn't Comet, but one of the others, like I don't know, ChatGPT Atlas or something. It was one of them, but somebody was just testing it out and was like, "Hey, go and buy me some toilet paper." It was not specific on how many rolls, so it went to Amazon and it put in the cart like 500 packs.
Wow.
It basically, however many was available, it put that many in the cart. But it needed to have like the credit card. So, that was the like checkpoint where he could be like, oh, okay, no. But yeah, so just be careful with that, if you're testing this stuff out during this time, don't get too excited and then you mess around and you got 500 rolls of toilet paper showing up at the crib.
Yeah, he like, I didn't order all this. And AI agent said, you'll need it. Another pandemic coming. Nah, just going, okay. But but literally, man, like it is nuts because it's just amazing how fast technology is moving, y'all. And listen, y'all, if y'all have before I even move forward, we got another comment in the comment section. Tech Coach Ralph in the building said, good morning, good to see you, brother.
Good
Glad
morning,
that you are on. You might want to jump on for this next one. The next one that we have on the docket here. But
get on in.
But this right here is definitely something. So listen, y'all, if you guys are doing Black Friday the traditional way, let us know. If y'all are doing the traditional way, let us know. But if you guys are doing something different this Black Friday, and you guys are leveraging AI to do all your shopping, I know Tech Coach Ralph has definitely got Berta shopping on his behalf, whatever his AI agent is called. He ain't going outside. So, and then all the way to the unknown, he got comment already. He commenting all day. And so we'll definitely check it out from there. But I got a couple of things I want to rock with y'all real quickly on. And as I said before, I do have to, as you used to say back in the day, bounce like a 40 ounce in a moment. But I definitely want you guys to see this because we always talk about it every week. And I think it's something that we need to definitely highlight for y'all, which is the Tech Wire. The Tech Wire is brought to you by Secure the Badge, formerly known as Black Tech Global. They have evolved, y'all, and this is actually something that I'm very proud to support because of the mission of getting everybody outside. Now, I'm going to take this down for a moment so you can see all the events that are coming up here. We got Channel Vision that actually happened already, so we'll speed down there. But if you could go through this on your own, there's tons of different events. You don't got to do it right now the second. The biggest thing that you definitely want to check out is a community. If y'all ever been to Afrotech, you know that John is at least $600 basic tickets only. This community is $499, and they'll give you tickets to Afrotech. They'll give you tickets to other events that are coming up that are in your neighborhood. All you need to do is go to securethebadge.com, and you just need to sign up right there, and you'll be able to not only get free tickets every Tuesday, they drop in free tickets, but also if you are looking to get into speaking and also looking to speak at different events, get travel hacks and more, that's all part of the community. So you definitely want to check that out. That could be an excellent Black Friday gift for somebody or yourself because it literally pays for itself. Like it's amazing. And also, as you see, a lot of these events are free or they have a certain amount of price tags on it. Definitely want to check this out, y'all. It is the gift that keeps on giving. And so if you're not familiar with that, check it out. Again, that is the Tech Wire for you. Secure the Badge. Check it out for yourself. Appreciate everybody viewing on here, the 81 people, 85 that are now viewing with us. We thank y'all for rocking with us on this show. Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely appreciate that for sure. We got OTTO in the building says the AI said he needed 500 because he was full of LOL.
Oh,
listen.
But I don't know. All I know is that joint was like, if he wouldn't, I don't know if it always does the checkpoint, but if he would have had all his card information in there, I think it probably would have went through and did the whole thing. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it does automatically just stop at that end point so that someone can go ahead and say yes to what it's done. Ideally, I'm sure that's how they have it set up, just so stuff like that does not happen. But yeah, dude. Wild stuff.
Wild indeed, y'all. Now listen, this one, we got another topic for y'all. and I want you to brace yourself because this might touch a little close to home. Because how many people have Gmail at this point? The entire world, majority of the world. I shouldn't say that. Some people still rocking with AOL and
Yeah.
AIM. Some people still got that Hotmail, a Hotmail bling, right? But we talk
Hotmail.com.
hotmail.com. But we talking about Gmail because Google says that apparently this viral post has been going around that Gmail is now using the emails to train their AI. Is it true? Google says it's not. But I'm gonna pass it over to Trey so he can share more about it.
Hey man, Google says it's not, but who knows, bro? Who knows? Uh, at the end of the day, when you set up things in the right way, you can always finagle how they say what they say, and whether something is right or wrong. Hey, our hands are off of it, right? You know how sometimes people, the big boss, they just tell somebody like, "Hey, go ahead and knock them off," and they didn't do it, but they called the shot. Who knows? Let's see if that's what's going on here with Google. So basically, in late this year, social media, I mean, they went crazy real quick, saying that Google had quietly changed its policies, and so Gmail could automatically use your emails and attachments to train its AI models without asking you. Without asking you. Okay. And y'all know sometimes they do be sneaking stuff in, right? They sneak it in the inside of all that big long verbiage. They sneak it in. But yeah, so basically, millions of people saw posts saying that, hey, you've already been opted in to AI training without consent. And Google says, like, hey, y'all, that's a lie. This a lie. Don't believe it. Don't believe everything you heard. Okay. And so here's what actually started all this panicking and stuff, right? So a post from an engineer. So what he don't have no reason to lie. A post from an engineer went viral saying Google was suddenly using everyone's Gmail content to train Gemini AI. And a blog from Malware Bytes repeated that claim and told users to turn off 2 Gmail settings to protect their privacy. And this made people think Google had secretly changed how Google handled your data, basically. And which we've seen this over and over again with other companies. Why wouldn't Google be doing this mess? Now, Google, obviously, they saw this and they like, yo, that's not what happened. That's not what's going to happen. We didn't change no settings. Gmail has never used your emails or attachments to train Gemini. Smart features like spam filtering and package tracking, they've existed for years. So stop tripping. And then Google says that they always announce any policy changes publicly, right? So basically, Google's privacy documents back this up, saying that workspace data isn't used for AI training unless you explicitly agree. So basically, they're saying, look, we didn't automatically put you in, but if you do like helping us out, we definitely can. And we see that all the time as well. So that's nothing new there. Now, January 2025, Google reorganized how these smart features settings appeared in Gmail. So nothing about the features actually changed, but the wording and the placement did. And so this is what caused people to, like even the cybersecurity blog, to think that something new had been like shifted in and put in. And Malware Bytes, just to let y'all know, they did later apologize, admitting its article accidentally fueled the misunderstanding. And that's a piece where sometimes you got to sit back, like, especially if you're huge, sometimes you got to sit back and wait until all the news comes out before you say something. Because I'm sure Google is like, look, I don't know who Malware Bytes is. Like, I've never been on the site, but I'm sure they was like behind the scenes, like, look, we'll turn the gas off. All right. We'll turn the lights off in this joint if you don't make some stuff right. And so they had to put out that apology. What was that? Home Alone, get on your knees and tell me you love me. So yeah, they wasn't playing no games. So what we do want to understand with this though, Gmail, they don't scan your emails. Whether you saw this or not, something you should know, right? It says Gmail does not scan your emails to power basic features, and then spam blocking, sort email into categories, auto adding things like flights or package tracking. But this is not the same as training big AI models. Okay. And that's what we need to understand. So when you turn on smart features, all you're doing is allowing Google to personalize things inside of Gmail, not letting them use your data to improve Gemini. So yeah, that's for sure something that they were going through a little bit. Let's check out what's going on in the comments here. So we got Tech Coach Ralph said, I told Gemini to use our chat history to create lyrics to a song, and it was fire. I don't doubt it, bro. When it comes to AI, especially if you train it on like how to do the lyrics and stuff, the lexicon is about 11 lefty lucky leprechauns. Okay, like it got a lot of words they can choose from. It can mix and match. It's looking at everything. I bet it was fire, bro. He also said, I used to use malware bytes back in the day to clean out people's bad browsing habits. What that mean, bro? What that mean? We need to know. You mean at work? Or like when maybe they got the virus and they calling Tech Coach Drive like, bro, fix this, please. Is that what it was? I need to know a little bit more on that. He says everybody apologizing nowadays. Listen, a lot of people, they like, hey, if this goes down, it's over for us, Jack. So they gotta apologize. Society is making them apologize. Sometimes they apologize and they don't even need to apologize. This is just goodwill apology because we don't want no problems. We don't want no smoke. Society taking people down with the ease. But listen, one thing I gotta say, if they don't put you up there, they can't cancel you either. So, if you got something that you believe in, stand on it. Stand on it no matter what they say. They can't cancel you if they didn't put you up there. And then he said millions hear the accusations, thousands hear the apology and retraction. No, bro, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Why? We all know bad news travels super fast. Good news, no steam at all. That's why the news, I stopped watching the news like, I don't even know, probably for sure over 10 years ago. But man, when you think about it, it's all negative. Like it's only the negative stuff in the news, and it's because that's what sells, unfortunately. They need you to know that the house was on fire and it lit up the whole block. They need you to know this car was speeding down the wrong way, driving the wrong way, crashing like they got all that stuff. And then in between all of that, it's like a blip, like this much. Oh, by the way, this charity did something good for the community. And then they're going right back to the negative because that's what sells, unfortunately. Nobody wants to hear the news when it's all good. So even us, we gotta try and inject some good in, through the bad, because that's what brings people in. So, unfortunately, that's the case. And so he said, when people were downloading music and movies, they would get viruses every week. Streaming services made my life easier, bro. Nah, that's a fact. You had to look. Are you talking about the days back when we had LimeWire, right? Right, LimeWire. That was ChatGPT Atlas back in the day, man. Anything you needed, yo, I want to get this new movie that came out. It's on there. But if you was not careful, I do agree, man. I remember that. I know a lot of people whose computer was jacked up because them downloading the wrong thing on LimeWire. I was always, I don't know, for the most part with me, bro, I could always see through that, I guess. Because I never really had a virus from LimeWire, and I used to get a whole lot of stuff from there, like all the stuff. Like from them torrent sites, right? What was that? Pirate Bay and LimeWire. But sometimes it just looked sketch. And so you could just see through it. But I remember, who gained the system to get like crazy Soldier Boy. Y'all remember Soldier Boy? Soldier Boy used to take the titles of popular songs and then throw his Crank That in there. So you think you trying to get 50 Cent, right? You think you're trying to get 50 Cent Candy Shop or whatever the title of that one was. And then when you click on it and download it, it was Soulja Boy Crank That something. So he gained that mug for sure way back in the day. But Techo's Rowdy said, with social media now, the news has to be even more biased to compete for attention. No, that's for sure. That's a fact, bro. I would say even people like ourselves, you know, it's you're gonna be pushed to some sides and stuff. Luckily, you know, we can talk about a lot of different stuff, but we're seeing a lot of news stations, which it's been the case for sure. You know, they always have been somewhat biased, right? You could know, oh, we know what this station is about, we know what this station is about, and then people choose either naturally, knowingly, or unknowingly. I know some people that watch certain news channels and they have no clue, or you know what bias that station is too, but that's for sure the case. Operation Tech Takeover, he said, same here for me, Ralph. I used to use malware what was it, malware bytes religiously. I've moved on to Bitdefender now. But yeah, no, that's for sure. I remember those days and that. So let's keep it going. If y'all have anything else to say about that as well, y'all know Joseph out the door. He's here, but he's not here, right? He had to hop on for some business. But instead, if y'all don't have anything else in the comments, I wanted to do some quick hits as well to some other news that was going on. Did y'all hear that Jeff Bezos returns as the co-CEO in a new startup? Did y'all hear about that? All right. So Jeff Bezos, he's taking a hands-on role in Project Prometheus, is what they call it, which is it's a secretive AI. Let me take that off really quick though. But it's a secretive AI that really is AI startup that's already raised $6.2 billion. Okay, $6.2 billion. And yo, that's a big number if he just started. But it is Jeff Bezos. I'll put my money in too if that's the case. But his first operational executive position since leaving Amazon back in 2021. And so, oh, I'm tripping. I was supposed to take this banner off. My bad, y'all. 1 second. All right. Yeah. So basically, this is his first one since 2021. And he's saying the company is promising AI for the physical economy. So we see a theme here, right? We've been seeing this for the past month or so. But anyways, I'd like to see what that's going to look like later on, and what's going to happen with that. Another quick hit here. Did y'all see Verizon restructuring? You know what that is? 13,000 plus job cuts in this restructuring, though. 13,000. That's a lot of people, y'all. So basically, Verizon, we know they're in telecom, but they plan to cut, which they did, over 13,000 jobs, which is about 20% of its non-union workforce. Okay, so in the largest layoff ever for them is a part of a cost reduction overhaul. So the new CEO, Dan Schulman, is also converting hundreds of company-owned stores to franchises and setting up a $20 million fund to help displaced staff reskill, right, for an age of AI, underscoring industry-wide shifts in this economy. So that right there, y'all, I don't know if if this stuff is not telling you what's going on, I don't know what is, right? So they said, hey, we're restructuring, we letting 13,000 people go, but before y'all head out, we want to help you out, okay? We want to give you a little eyeball of what we're actually doing here and what's coming forward. And so he says, we're going to help y'all reskill using AI. We're going to help y'all reskill using AI. So I don't know. As far as the piece where it's saying about them um, like adding, or what was it? The 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 converting hundreds of company owned stores to franchises. Like they really are saying like, yo, we're gonna put this on the entrepreneurs, and it's showing you where it's going. Hey, we want y'all to buy this store. All right, you buy this store. Hey, we're gonna give y'all all the stuff behind you, but you take on this as a franchisee. And I think it could be a good deal for a lot of them. It maybe depends on where they are and what they decide to do with it. But that's an interesting thing to do. Hey, we own hundreds of these company-owned stores, and now we're gonna turn them into franchises. So you got that piece, and then you have, all right, we're gonna help y'all reskill in this age of AI, because even though we letting y'all go, some of y'all just didn't have the skill. If y'all had the skill, we would have kept you on. So maybe if you get the skill, we're gonna bring you back. That's what I heard out of that. Like, I don't know if I'm hearing it wrong or what, but that's what I read when I saw that. All right. Now, as far as Verizon, they've been doing a lot of moves lately, right? And so for them, I think this is just another piece in the puzzle when when it comes to what they're trying to do overall. Because ultimately, what they said is the company has cut almost 20,000 jobs over the last 3 years. So this is just another cut in what they've been doing to, I guess, go ahead and restructure in the way that they're trying to do it over this time now. So that right there, what do y'all think about that? How, these companies, man, we've seen the numbers. We've seen this happen over the last month and a half. Now, I saw on TikTok, I saw some people saying like, "Oh, hey, they wrong for that. Why would they cut people right before the holidays, right before Thanksgiving and Christmas? They know they could have waited and all this stuff." And I'm just looking, I'm like, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all do not understand. These people don't, this is business. They don't care about what holiday is coming up. And then one lady said, now this I do believe, one lady said they only cut us now, because she was one of the ones who actually got cut. She said they only cut us now because bonuses come out in January. And in order to be eligible to get the bonus, you have to be here December. It was like December 21st or 31st. And so, or I think it was the 30th or 31st. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe there's some validity to that. Like, hey, let's go ahead and if we getting them out of here, let's go ahead and get them out early so that we don't have to pay out these extra bonuses. I can see that. But them caring about whether it's the holiday coming up or not, it's business, man. And that's one thing we got to put our hats on and really say, like, you know what? They're right. Like, the business is not doing well, or maybe it is, but this particular time we need to cut back. We're, as employees, we are on the expense side of the business. What does that mean? That means if it's between you or keeping the lights on, they're going to pick the lights 10 times out of 10, 100 times out of 100. Whatever you want to put in there, that's like they're going to pick it every time. So what we have done is take these bonuses that they give, right? The learning AI, like they're going to allow you to learn AI on the way out the door. We're going to give you a skill. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, you're probably going to get that company is huge. You're going to get a severance package. Thank you. Appreciate that. And then I'm going to take this going into the next company when I find one, right? All right, it might not be here forever. Stuff might happen. Let me go ahead and, learn some more skills. Let me go ahead and be able to showcase those, keep my brag book close to me when I do something for them. All that kind of stuff adds up over time. And so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I get interested when now people put everything out, all their business out there. So I always now, when I hear about these layoffs and stuff, I go over to TikTok instantly, because I know someone who just got laid off gonna be talking about it. And so they're gonna tell you some of the inside stuff. Now, some of it, like I said, some of it is sensationalized, of it is the truth and what's really going on the inside. So I do like that. We have Tech Coach Ralph said, he said, my brag book, my YouTube channel and apps. Now he put LOL on here, but that's real spill, man. That's no laughing matter. If I was to tell somebody something, I would tell them that. I would be like, yo, go ahead and put everything out online, everything you know. Why? One, you're like, well, if I put everything out there, then it's all gonna be gone, and people gonna take my sauce. They can't take your sauce. It's only one you. And what that does as well, it forces you to learn new stuff. If I gave it all away, for one, the best stuff, now the companies, remember, it's real people that work at these companies. So I know my inbox on LinkedIn, it has been hit up in the past because of stuff that they've seen online. Why? They're saying, oh, this person is knowledgeable in whatever space that is. So I agree with you, bro. A big piece of your brag book could be your online YouTube channel. Now, depending on where you are in the industry, as far as like how high up and stuff you are, you know, we had Elevate to the Unknown in here, and sometimes, and I know in the past, Mr. Wade has talked about how the company that he was with at the time, they didn't want him talking about, or they didn't want him on there at all, right? He had to go in there and fight for the ability to be able to post his abilities and his skills online. He's like, yo, we got people in here. I'm doing this on the weekend. I'm doing this in my spare time. We got people in here that golf over the weekend, spare time. This is my golf. This is the same thing. And so he had to go in and fight for the right to be able to, say his stuff on YouTube and put it out online. So sometimes that is the case. But man, I'm with you on that 100%. If you can put what you know out in the open, you never know what's possible, because people from all over the world can see it. But when it comes to people in your industry, when they can see like, oh, this person is knowledgeable, they know how to speak to the camera, they know how to speak in general. I like it. We think you'd be a good culture fit. Let's get you in for an interview. Name your price, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. As far as that. So the last thing that I did want to bring up here is Nvidia. They soothed out the AI bubble fears with blockbuster earnings. All right, so Nvidia reported a record-breaking again, right? I mean, how many times they're gonna do it? I don't know, but record-breaking quarter, and issued an upbeat forecast as well going forward, easing concerns of the AI hype bubble. CEO Jensen Huang basically said, hey, surging demands for the company's AI chips as third quarter revenue jumped 62%, with Nvidia projecting fourth quarter sales around $65 billion, which even the estimators, the analysts, they were saying it was only going to be $61.7 billion. So they just, when it comes to Nvidia, man, they got the sauce, right? Sometimes, I mean, this is one of the all-time greatest stories when it comes to pivots, right? When it comes to like all-time major pivots, they did that. They were in gaming, PC gaming, and they saw a move and they made it, and it's been up ever since. Obviously, we know nothing lasts forever, but I don't see this one ending no time soon. I don't see it in it no time soon. So, and he said, here's what he said. He said, there's been a lot of talk about an AI bubble. From our vantage point, we see something very different. So he said, that's what he said on a call with analysts. And he said, we're in every cloud. The reason why developers love us is because we're literally everywhere. So we're everywhere, from the cloud to on-premise to robot systems, edge devices, PCs, you name it. Our architecture, things just work. It's incredible. So there you go. Another piece of what there. If you read between those lines, what is he saying? Man, we found a way to get in every piece. When you're in every side, it don't matter, right? If this area is down and this one is up, yo, this is taking care of the down. But if you only in this one market, when it's down, it's down. When it's up, it's up. So that's what they did to go ahead and shield themselves from going down. Plus, they are the plug. So when you are the plug, and there's no one else really close to you on that, that's one of them things. So let's see what they saying here in the comments. Yeah, he said, Techo's Route said people recording their layoffs. That's 100%, 100%. They recording their layoff calls for sure, and I'll be watching. And normally, sometimes the tears drop in the call, which I understand because that's a tough thing to hear. But some of them be like, "Yo, I know this is coming. That's why I'm recording. Let's see what they say," and then still drop the tears. I'm like, "Well, you knew it was coming. You could have dropped the tears before you got on camera." But anyway, sometimes it just comes out. He says, "To be fair, you represent your company 24/7." That's 100%. That is fair. That is fair. Because if I can't be hypocritical. I do say like, hey, you got to look at it from the business side. So even this, we should be looking at it from the business side when they say that they don't want you online. But I mean, you can't just tell me to be all the way off, right? Give me some parameters or something. Like, like, hey, just don't mention our name or don't put out where you live or where you work, or I don't know. Give me some parameters that I can kind of, hang around, and then we can make some shake. But yeah, I agree. It is 24/7. You represent them. That's why these people be getting fired when they say certain stuff on camera. Maybe a little racist or whatever, or maybe they acting up out in public. Somebody get them on camera. Normally you go to those comments, people in the comment, let's find them, let's see what their name is and tell their company. And then they do it. And then next thing you know, a couple days later, you find out they've been laid off from that company. Because man, today, I'm telling you, today people, they can get you out of there if they want to, man. When they band together, it's a wrap. Ted Goes Route said that's why that cheating CEO with head of HR got fired. 1,000%. Y'all remember ducking? It was a wrap. Now, probably if they wouldn't have did all that ducking, then they wouldn't have been caught, maybe. Because that's not what the people were there for. The people were there for the band. But you doing all this extracurricular, and not to mention the person right next to him that worked with him, the wife probably slapped her too. You've been at my house eating a dinner. What's going on? I don't know if it was a Bruno concert. I think it was like one of them, like not AC/DC, but like one of the older bands or something. I can't remember. It could have been a Bruno Mars, but I think it was like a rock band type, something like that. But it says, I researched the cost of an AMD GPU last week while live to see if I could buy, and fell out the chair. How much is it, bro? Is it crazy? Is it crazy? I never even looked it up, but I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Because like, when you reach into a certain space, like of customer, like it's no reason to have your prices low, because you know that these customers, they're looking at like, yo, we're gonna write a lot of this off at the end of the year. We're paying for this now because we looking 10 years down the road. So they don't mind paying the prices. Plus, it's like, I grease your pockets now, you grease mine later. But oh no, bro, 15,000 an hour. And that's why they no wonder they prices through the roof on the stock market, man. 15 racks. Yeah, that's crazy. No, that is crazy, dog. I don't know. I don't know if yeah, I'm not on that level for sure. Uh but anyways, y'all. So look, we're gonna head on out of here if there's nothing else. Y'all got anything else? If not, we're gonna be out of here. Hold on. Oh, we got one more. We got one more. He said, I'm gonna order an empty box to put in my background. Yeah, yeah. Order that empty box, throw it up there in the background. And if they know, they know. If they know, they know. Like, hey, let me get the empty box. Hey, and you know, sometimes you might not want, I don't know. They might hit you. I know I would. I'd hit you over the head with it. Hey, you want this empty GPU box? It actually costs 15,000. The box, I give it to you about 400, 400, 400 for the box. Somebody gonna buy it. Yeah, that's crazy. But anyways, y'all, make sure y'all go ahead. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me to the end here. Make sure y'all go ahead and like this video, comment. Again, after the video, if you're watching, go ahead and make your comments throughout as well. And then subscribe to the channel. We are still looking to grow here. We're still talking to y'all every Monday morning. Every Monday morning, y'all rock with us. We appreciate y'all for being on with us. We had Tech Coach Rock, we had Elevate to the Unknown, we had NC Worker, right? Operation Tech Takeover. What up, bro? We had you in here. So we just appreciate all y'all for rocking with us and hopping in. And I'm going to get out of here, get this day started. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving week. Man, don't eat too much though. Don't get stuffed. It's not worth it. Don't get stuffed. You know, take your time. Go in there, you know, after the greens are done, cornbread is done, and all the other stuff. Go in there, get a little plate, eat that. Take your time, watch the football game, right? Watch the 12 o'clock football game. Let the food go, you know, then go back and get some more. Don't just get the whole, you know, nasty, monstrous plate, knock that off, then you can't move for 5 hours. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it to your family. They want to enjoy you. They don't want to send you to the hospital. But anyways, man, we'll see y'all in the next episode. That was another edition of Talk That Tech, the #1 tech morning show in the world. We'll see y'all next week, baby. Peace. Should I say it? And elbow grease, like Joseph said.